If you are a natural empath or a highly sensitive person, could it be that your empathy is making you sick? Doesn't make sense to you? I get it. It didn't make any sense to me either. But in this video, I'm going to share with you that there is a connection between empathy and illness, how this happened to me and the hundreds of clients I've worked with over the years, and what you can do about it if you feel like you're dealing with it too. I'm Dr. Meg Haworth. I'm the founder of Evolving Intuition, Building Self-Trust for Life online course, best-selling author, podcast host, and international speaker. Empathy is a beautiful thing. It is your ability to feel with another person. It's basically like walking a mile in their shoes. You can imagine what someone else is going through, and you can feel with them through that experience, whether that be a difficult experience that somebody's going through, like the death of somebody who's really close, or it be the excitement of a friend who just won a Grammy Award, or someone who just completed a triathlon, or even watched their child take their very first steps. You're feeling with the person and you're sharing in their excitement, but you can also be sharing in their pain, their guilt, their shame, their sorrow. Now, while empathy is much talked about these days, especially among therapists and other helping professionals like myself, it's mainly discussed in the negative. People will take on the negative emotional weight of others through basically feeling responsible for them, like you would be in a codependent relationship. For instance, say you have a mentally ill mom and she comes to expect you as her daughter to take care of her because she just can't do that much for herself. So the daughter ends up taking on all of this responsibility for her emotionally, the unprocessed emotions that the mom has. So this happens in a lot of situations where people deal with trauma. Another way is you may have just simply come into the world as a very sensitive, very highly empathetic person, and it's just sort of a natural default in the way that you look at the world. So the weight of traumatic experiences like this, like taking on your mom's grief or shame or pain, may create a lifelong pattern where you're basically taking on the difficult, unprocessed emotions of others around you. So it's often, like I said, through these traumatic experiences that we do take on these emotions like guilt, fear, shame, sorrow, pain, all of these. And the short answer to this question that I'm examining here in this video today is that yes, in a way, we can actually become sick from taking on other people's emotional weight. Now, as a child, I was sexually, physically, and emotionally abused by multiple people. By the time I was in my early 20s, the medical diagnoses just began to roll in one after the next. I had ulcers, I had irritable bowel syndrome, I had migraine headaches, I had chronic depression, I had chronic infections, severe muscle spasms that would put me in bed for weeks at a time on a cocktail of muscle relaxers and painkillers and antidepressants. So I was dealing with a lot of suffering during that time in my life when it should have been a really fun time for me. There were also times where I had vertigo so bad that I couldn't stand up, so I'd have to crawl across the floor to get to the bathroom. I had no idea at the time that I was pulling in the negative emotional weight of others around me. I always just wanted to keep the peace, and I was such a people pleaser that I would routinely just take responsibility and apologize for things that I didn't even do because it just seemed to make things better in the moment. And so it became a habit of mine where I would just take responsibility and take on things from others around me. So this set me up for feeling emotionally drained. My emotions were being drained. My energy was being drained. And my relationships were actually quite difficult. And I was overwhelmed by the emotions of others to the point of developing multiple illnesses. It took me decades to unwind all of this, during which time I just did everything that I could to heal from all of the difficulties that I had been going through. So I eliminated the food allergies and the environmental toxins, and that helped so much. but I still was really sick. I tried acupuncture, I tried chiropractic care. I still actually go to a chiropractor today because it really helps with the scoliosis and ruptured disc in my back from the lightning strike. Because yes, I was struck by lightning. If you haven't seen that video yet, go check it out on my channel here, what it's like to be struck by lightning. So I trained in the Silva method of mind control. So I learned a meditation process there. I learned also that I was highly intuitive as a medical intuitive at the time. Because that's one of the things you learn in that method. I also studied shamanism and energy work and herbal medicine and iridology. I attended the School for Natural Medicine in Boulder, Colorado. So I eventually trained in transpersonal psychology, and that's what my PhD is in, because this is where I found the real gem of everything that I ever did, was about releasing the emotions, the beliefs, thoughts, and feelings, and how they manifested in my body today. I help people release emotions and beliefs from their body using my whole person integration technique. So if you're a coach, a therapist, a healer, or other creative entrepreneur, and you feel like your empathy is making you sick and that you're taking on the emotional weight of others around you, especially if you're doing this with your clients or your patients, this is really important. You can heal this, you can hone this, and I can teach you how to do this with my 4-step empath recovery system. And it's in my course, Evolving Intuition, Building Self-Trust for Life. It's a step-by-step process that can help you heal past difficult experiences and how they've emotionally manifested in your body. You're also going to discover your specific intuitive gifts, and you're going to be able to expand upon those in this course. Like my one client who says that she has been expanding her gift of foresight. So she will now prepare her clients, her friends, her family, and she's a soul coach, for things that are up ahead, and it really is helping her so much to know them and to help other people with them. Everybody's intuitive, and everybody has their own specific intuitive gift. It's like if you're a musician, like for instance, I played 6 or 7 different instruments: the trumpet, the mellophone, the violin, the guitar, the ukulele. And I'm really not that great at any of those instruments, but I love to sing, and my voice is my strongest instrument. So that's what I do now as my hobby, is I sing in a choir. So it's the same way with intuition, as you find the thing that you're strongest at, and that's the thing that you develop. And we do that in the very first module of this course. It's an evergreen course that you can jump into at any time, and there's live coaching every single week all year long, except like during Christmas and things like that, of course. Get a little time off, but every week all year long, we are going to get together and we have live sessions where you get to ask your questions, you get to practice your intuition with other members, and you also get bonus teachings, which I'll do, and I sometimes bring on bonus teachers who are going to come in and teach you their intuitive gift and what they've developed, so that you can see how other people are developed as well. I also wanted to share with you another client of mine, a student of mine who's in the course, and she is an artist. And since she's taken this course, her intuition has opened up more and her art has become deeper and richer, because her intuitive gift is art. And so lately she's been featured in British Vogue, GQ, and Vanity Fair magazines, and she's getting showings in Los Angeles and New York, and her business is blowing up as an artist. And it's really fascinating, because I think a lot of people don't know this about intuition, but as your intuition expands, so do your opportunities. You expand your intuition and it brings opportunities to you. It's one of the functions of intuition. It's how I became a celebrity chef, or a chef to celebrities in Hollywood. I never should have become one. I didn't set out to do that. But I literally ended up having celebrities tapping me on the shoulder saying, "Darling, can you come work for me?" And that came out of my intuitive gifts and following those. And this is one of the things that I teach people how to do in my course. So if you haven't done this already, please like this video, because that sends it up in the YouTube algorithm so more people get it. Also subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to receive notifications of future videos that come out every single Thursday. Your intuition is perhaps the most powerful asset that you have. Make it the best by developing it with me in Evolving Intuition, Building Self-Trust for Life. and it can help you heal empathic overload. Thank you so much for watching, and please check out my other videos on this YouTube channel here at Dr. Meg Haworth, also on social media at Dr. Meg Haworth. If this is resonating with you at all, please book a free call with me. The links are below in the description and also in the comments. And I would love to talk to you for free to see if you might be a good fit for the program. And this way you can learn to use your empathy to focus it towards the best in people as you stop taking on their worst emotions. So let me show you how to do this on my online course, Evolving Intuition, Building Self-Trust for Life. Book a free call with me, and I look forward to talking to you again. It's in the links below, and I'm so excited to discuss with you this interconnection, your own personal guidance system, and your own specific gifts. And I can't wait to talk to you, because as a therapist, a coach, a healer, or an entrepreneur, you should be leaving all of your sessions feeling energized and excited. That's why you got into this business in the first place, was to help people, to give them more energy. And you get energized when you're in the intuitive space, and I'll teach you how. Book a free call with me today. The links again are below in the description. Please like and comment below if you have any questions, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Dr. Meg Haworth.